In today's video I'll be breaking it down for you guys, and towards the end I'll be giving you some hope that indeed the multiplayer remaster of Modern Warfare 2 will release. It's just not going to be in the time frame that people are thinking. So now that we've got all of the negative sides of this video out the way, I want to say that there is a silver lining in all of this, and it's the fact that Sledgehammer Games could indeed be working on Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered as well as Modern Warfare Remastered, which would include the full game. But I've also been told the overall plan for developing these games is to basically put together a trilogy remaster of all of the original Modern Warfare games, which does sound incredible to me, and I'm not entirely sure how it's going to work out. I'm not entirely sure on the time frame of this, but it's likely we will see Modern Warfare 3 Remastered campaign probably some point this year, like we did with Modern Warfare 2 Remastered last year. So we could expect it maybe Q1, Q2 with Modern Warfare 3 campaign remastered, and then hopefully over the course of the next couple of years, maybe when Activision realise that they need to release something new, for example, that is going to give them a lot of sales, then we could expect Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer remastered, Modern Warfare 3 multiplayer remastered.
So that clip that you guys have just watched there was taken directly from Tom Henson a couple of months ago when Modern Warfare 2 hype was almost at its peak. And in that video he basically said that we are going to be getting a full remastered trilogy, and what he says pretty much happens every single time. He is known as one of the most reliable leakers within the Call of Duty community. But now, another reliable leaker within the Call of Duty community has come out and said something completely different. We're going to be breaking it down in this video, and we're actually going to be discussing the remasters themselves: Modern Warfare 3 Remastered Multiplayer, Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer, the data they could come out, and how they would actually play with a completely new player base, being all the players from Warzone, all of the new players for Modern Warfare, and how they would react playing an old school game like Modern Warfare 2. So we've got a lot to discuss within this video, so without further ado, let's jump into it. So if we cast our minds back to around May 2020, maybe even April 2020, this was roughly when Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer was just at its peak. Every man, woman, cat, child, and basically everything is the point I'm trying to make. Everyone and their kids was hyped for Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer, and during this time we had a lot of really good, solid information regarding Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer, but we also had some really bad news and stuff that wasn't even true about Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer. One of those ones was map changes to make them more camper friendly, and doors that could open just like Modern Warfare 2019. And the rumour was that when these playtesters actually played Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer, it felt nothing like the original Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. So what the developers did was actually go back into the game and revert all of the changes they made with the doors and the more camper friendly hiding spots, returning Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer back more to like the original Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer. But the changes don't just stop at the maps. There was actually going to be a supply drop system similar to the one in Modern Warfare Remastered, but they once again changed that for a battle pass system because the whole loot box system got completely abolished by Activision. Now this is all great, changing the supply drops to a battle pass, changing all the doors and the camping spots back to their original forms. But my issue isn't actually with the microtransaction system. It isn't the fact that they added in these silly spots for campers and newer players to hide in. My issues lie with the skill-based matchmaking. Now you have to think that within the original Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, there was very little to no skill-based matchmaking in that game at all. It was all completely connection based. So instead of being put with players of a similar level, you'll be put with players that are closer to your region so you can get in smoother, better lobbies. But with this new skill-based matchmaking system, that's all changed. So once where you may have had fun sniping or using the overpowered ACR or whatever it may have been, could potentially be completely ruined by an algorithm that is completely curb stomping Warzone, curb stomping Black Ops Cold War, and also curb stomped Modern Warfare 2019. So even if they was to make an amazing battle pass system, the game felt exactly like it did on day one of release of Modern Warfare 2 multiplayer, even if they was to do all of that and even give it away for free, they could just ruin the game completely and the nostalgia, more importantly, of that game just through skill-based matchmaking alone. Now do not worry, there is some good news, and that is Activision aren't stupid. As stupid as they may sound or look, they are not stupid. They know that if they add in skill-based matchmaking like they have it in Black Ops Cold War or maybe even in Modern Warfare 2019, they will ruin the game. And you have to think that Activision is a business. They need to be thinking into the future. So if they did drop Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer with heavy skill-based matchmaking, maybe people will think, well, I don't want to buy Modern Warfare 3 Remastered multiplayer because it might have the exact same level of skill-based matchmaking. So not all hope is lost for an incredible Modern Warfare 2 Remastered multiplayer, but what about Modern Warfare 3 and Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remaster? So as we know, a couple of days ago we actually spoke on this very subject that Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remaster is looking very likely to be dropping on the 31st of March. This was brought to you by a reputable source within the Call of Duty community. But now I need to bring your guys' attention back to the original clip that I showed you at the very start of the video.
Now that we've got all of the negative sides of this video out the way, I want to say that there is a silver lining in all of this, and it's the fact that Sledgehammer Games could indeed be working on Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remastered, as well as Modern Warfare Remastered, which would include the full game. I've been told that one of their multiple projects, which they announced a couple of months ago now, is likely to be Modern Warfare 3, and of course that makes sense because the original studio did work on Call of Duty Modern Warfare 3, so then making a remastered of the game does make sense. But I've also been told the overall plan for developing these games is to basically put together a trilogy remaster of all of the original Modern Warfare games, which does sound incredible to me.
So Tom Henderson came and outright said that there is going to be a Modern Warfare trilogy, including Modern Warfare 2 and Modern Warfare 3. He also goes on to say a little later on in the video that we are due to get Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remaster in Q1 or Q2 of this year, March the 31st being Q2. So what Tom Henderson says and what the Call of Duty Hope says links up pretty nicely. But this is where things start to get a bit sour and their information starts to differ. So a couple of days ago, the Call of Duty Hope actually tweeted out Modern Warfare 2 Campaign Remastered came out on the 31st of March 2020 for PlayStation, just saying. But then someone actually replied saying, don't give me hope, in which he replied for Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remaster or Modern Warfare 2 Multiplayer Remaster, because one of them is never coming. So on one hand we have Tom Henderson saying there is going to be a full remaster, which if it's a full remaster I would assume also includes Spec Ops, and on the other hand we have another reliable leaker within the Call of Duty community saying that Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer is never coming. But I want to know who you guys believe. Let me know down in the comment section below. As for which one is true, we're going to have to wait and see. But as for release dates, that's going to be a very interesting subject right now. If we get Modern Warfare 3 Campaign Remaster on March the 31st, and we don't get Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer next year around the same time, we can pretty much chalk Modern Warfare 3 Multiplayer as well. Which is a bit sad because all of these have got so much hype behind them and they will make Activision a lot of money, which is also where another glimmer of hope comes in. They know it'll make them a lot of money, which gives them a more incentives to actually drop this game. So Modern Warfare 2 Remastered Multiplayer potentially next year in 2022, and then Modern Warfare 3 Remastered Multiplayer in 2023. I've also got some Black Ops 1 and Black Ops 2 Remastered news coming out later this week, so if you aren't subscribed, make sure you subscribe into the channel right now to stay up to date with all of the remastered news and information. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a like, it does help me out and it does help the channel out. Thank you all so much for watching. Let me know, who do you guys believe down in the comment section below? Tom Henderson, who's been right about many things in the past, or another reliable leaker within the Call of Duty community? I want to hear your thoughts and theories down in the comment section below. Thank you all so much for watching. Stay safe, have a fantastic day. This is LUKEY, and I'm signing out. Peace.